Hello and welcome back to Manifold_Mind. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories. After killing the human colony, the Cosmic Council hears one word: war. The stars above the Orion frontier had always been quiet. Too quiet. Humanity had only recently begun spreading across that distant sector of space. Small colonies, mining outposts, research stations, frontier settlements clung to lonely planets under strange alien skies. One of them was Eden 7. It had been beautiful. Rolling blue forests, wide crystal oceans, fields of violet grass that glowed under the night sky. Families had settled there. Children, farmers, scientists, dreamers, and soldiers. Because the galaxy was not empty the day Eden 7 burned. Jackson Morrison watched the sky turn red. He was a captain in the human colonial defense fleet stationed at the small orbital platform above Eden 7. When the alarm started screaming, he knew immediately something was wrong. Unknown fleet emerging from hyperspace. The radar officer's voice cracked with panic. Jackson stepped onto the command deck. How many ships? The officer swallowed. 200. Silence fell over the bridge. 200 warships. For a colony protected by only 6 patrol frigates. Jackson clenched his jaw. Identify them. Another pause. Then the words that made every human on the station go cold. Council Enforcement Fleet. The Cosmic Council. The ruling authority of hundreds of alien civilizations. They claimed to maintain peace across the galaxy, but humanity had never trusted them. Not after the first contact meeting where humans were labeled primitive expansionists, and now their warships floated above a human colony. Jackson's stomach sank. Open communication. Static filled the room. Then an alien voice echoed across the channel. Cold, arrogant. You are in violation of Council expansion laws. The system belongs to the Valkyrie Dominion. Jackson stared at the screen. This colony has been here for 9 years. Your species was never granted settlement rights. Behind Jackson, someone whispered, "Oh God." Jackson's voice hardened. There are civilians down there. The alien commander didn't hesitate. Exterminate this settlement. Jackson's blood froze. What? A moment of silence. Then the alien repeated calmly, "Remove the infestation," and the warships opened fire. The fall of Eden 7. From orbit, Jackson watched the colony burn. Orbital cannons rained plasma onto cities. Forests ignited. Oceans boiled. Human transports tried to escape the atmosphere. They were vaporized. Jackson's 6 frigates fought anyway. They died within minutes. His station shook as the first torpedo struck. The crew screamed as systems failed. Jackson forced himself to keep breathing. Evac pods. His second officer stared at him. "Captain, that's an order." But deep down he knew. There would be no rescue. Eden 7 was gone. Humanity had just lost 4 million lives. The final explosion ripped the station apart. Jackson's escape pod blasted into space as the platform disintegrated behind him, and then everything went dark. The council meeting. 3 days later. The Cosmic Council chamber glowed with floating holographic thrones. Representatives of dozens of alien empires debated calmly. The destruction of Eden 7 was already considered a closed matter. The humans should learn their place. They expand too, quickly. They will understand boundaries now. Then the chamber doors opened. A human walked in, covered in dried blood. Armor burned black, eyes hollow with grief. Jackson Morrison. Guards rushed forward, but the council speaker raised a claw. "Let him approach." Jackson walked slowly to the center of the chamber. His boots echoed through the enormous hall. Hundreds of alien eyes stared down at him. The speaker tilted his head. "You survived." Jackson didn't answer. The speaker continued calmly. "The colony was illegal." Jackson's voice came out hoarse. "There were children." A murmur rippled through the chamber. The speaker shrugged. "Collateral necessity." Jackson's hands shook. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a small object, a burned metal necklace, a child's pendant. He placed it on the floor of the council chamber. "My daughter wore that." Silence fell. The speaker leaned back in his throne. "What do you want, human?" Jackson finally looked up. His eyes were empty, broken, and full of something terrifying. He spoke a single word: war. The galaxy laughs. For a moment, the chamber was silent. Then the aliens began laughing. "You? Your species barely controls 12 systems. The council commands thousands." The Valkyrie representative sneered. "You humans cannot even defeat a single enforcement fleet." Jackson said nothing. He simply turned and walked away. But as the doors closed behind him, the laughter slowly faded. Because something about the human's voice had felt wrong. Not angry, not desperate, certain. The princess who believed him. Far across the galaxy, in a neutral system, a royal cruiser drifted in silent orbit. Inside its observation chamber stood Princess Elira Valtherus. She had watched the council broadcast, watched the human speak, watched him say that single word, war. Behind her, a general spoke quietly. "The humans cannot possibly challenge the council." Elira didn't respond immediately. She kept staring at the screen, at the human's face. Finally, she whispered, "You're wrong." The general frowned. "Princess?" Elira smiled slowly. "That man already decided the outcome. Humanity responds." Across human space, the message spread. Eden 7. 4 million dead. The council responsible. The reaction was immediate. Factories shifted to military production. Civilian ships became warships. Every colony mobilized. Humans had never been unified before, until now. Jackson Morrison stood before the united human fleet. Thousands of ships waited behind him. Not the most advanced fleet in the galaxy, but something else. Every pilot had lost someone. Every soldier carried grief. And humans were very good at turning grief into determination. Jackson spoke quietly. "They thought we would beg." The fleet listened in silence. "They thought we would accept their rules." Jackson looked out at the endless stars. "They were wrong." He raised his hand. "Today we remind the galaxy what happens when you hurt humans." His voice dropped to a whisper. "We don't forget the war that changed the galaxy." The council expected retaliation. They did not expect humans. Human fleets moved unpredictably. They attacked supply lines, destroyed shipyards, liberated oppressed species. Every system the council controlled began to revolt. Jackson Morrison became a legend. The man who lost everything. The man who declared war on the galaxy. The man who kept winning, and always watching from afar. Princess Elira. The battle that ended it. 2 years later, the final battle took place above the council capital. Human ships surrounded the massive ring world. Jackson stood on the command deck. Princess Elira stood beside him. She had joined the war months earlier, not because of politics, because she believed in him. The council speaker appeared on the screen. "You cannot win." Jackson looked at the planet below. That's where you're wrong. Human ships moved into position. Thousands of weapons locked on target. The speaker's voice trembled. What do you want? Jackson remembered Eden 7, his daughter's necklace. The burning sky. He answered calmly. Peace. The council surrendered. Epilogue. Years later, humanity had become one of the strongest powers in the galaxy. But not conquerors, protectors. Because they never forgot Eden 7. On a quiet balcony overlooking Earth, Jackson stood beside Princess Alira. She leaned her head on his shoulder. You changed the galaxy. Jackson looked at the stars. No. He squeezed her hand gently. They did, and somewhere beyond the stars. The memory of Eden 7 still burned, but humanity had kept its promise. They had spoken one word, and the galaxy had learned to fear it: war.